So it doesn't get stuck into one place. This I have told you long time back, that you should not get stuck into it. If you are detached, then everything works out. But if you are attached, you just get worries and problems, thinking too much about it. Your life becomes miserable. But if you are detached, then the nature takes over, as it has taken over for these. And you feel extremely relaxed, absolutely relaxed. But when you are thinking, oh, we have to do this, we have to do that, we have to achieve this, and you start worrying, two things can happen. One is you get confused. You will not achieve any results. One. And you will go on thinking. And the second thing will happen, that you will exhaust yourself completely. But you are detached, then as such of these you will be amazed how it works. After getting your realization, you should try to detach yourself. By getting into consciousness, just detach. Now see our attachments. Attachment, you can just practice that. You can see yourself in it. And know that you are not this reflection that you see. But you are much more than what this reflection is. And what is that within us? Which looks after everything. Even before realization, which looks after parasympathetic nervous system. Little things, it looks after. Tries to give us right thought, gives us the conscience. What is that? What is within us? That does that. The spirit has not yet come into our attention, but there is something within us which makes you think about the truth, seek the truth, know that something wrong in the society. What is that within us? Can you tell me? God has not left you without His care. There is something that looks after us. Kundalini is sleeping. Spirit is in our heart. What do these have? The sea is in them. None. That's our Surge Yoga style.
Mother Nature?
It's a soul. It's a soul which lines our spinal cord. Sometimes when people die or are about to die, and they come back to life, they always say they pass through some sort of a tunnel. Some have a black tunnel, some have a bright tunnel, some have a light tunnel and all that. This is what is the soul which is within us, which starts going up, and with that our attention goes and we feel we are passing through a tunnel. Alright? These souls you can see now in the sky, all hanging. 7 groups you can see. Only after realization, not before. So this soul guides you. This soul has brought you to service. The soul has told you that you have to see the truth. And you have to get to the truth. This is also the, I should say, the perseverance or the way this soul gets out. You have to see. Some people really get so restless about it. All this comes from soul before realization, and this soul starts working. This kind of search that you have had. When person dies, then his soul comes out and his spirit also dies. So we call it a dead soul, like that. They hang in the air sometimes. Sometimes when they are realized souls, they need not. They become one with the divine. And whenever they want, they can always be born again. But these souls who are still attached to something, maybe the children, maybe the house, maybe the drinking habits, maybe something nonsensical, still hang around. And they are the ones who trouble us, who bother us. They can be in groups, they can be many, of different types. They could be with a very bad subconscious activity, or could be with a supraconscious also. But about this we cannot talk to anybody else, because they don't know, they don't want to believe that there is something else. They believe in a religion which says that there are dead souls and there are bad spirits, but that's only in the church or in the mosque or in the temples. But in private life they don't believe that we have got those things hanging around. Now some difficulties that you face which cannot be solved could be coming from these dead souls. So the best way to get rid of them is to develop a detached attitude towards them. Now somebody is very much attached, say, to a house or to a building or to something. So what happens, these souls who are trying to find out somebody through whom they can satisfy their wishes enter into your mind. And then everything goes wrong. You cannot do well, you cannot achieve anything, you feel it's horrible. Especially with false gurus, you get this curse upon you. All these things have to be corrected through detachment. What are you attached? Some people are very much attached, say, to their children. Then the children will be attacked by these souls. If you are too much attached, say, to your money, then something will happen and you do something. We have known so many people who were multimillionaires, but the greed was still there. So the spirit, whatever entered into them, started telling them, invest here, invest here, invest here. And no money was left. Especially the Western business is like that. It goes on telling you, now you invest there, then you invest there. And nothing is left with you but loans and debts. And that's how you get it. So one has to be very detached about it. You know the. So if you develop a detachment to thoughtless awareness, God will take over. He will do your work. He will look after you. You should have faith in God. That's the main thing, which people don't understand what it means to have faith in God. That He is Almighty. He does everything. He looks after everything. Why should we worry? This is a very good way of life. Not worry. You have gone beyond now. You have gone beyond time. You have gone beyond all the three gunas. You have gone also beyond thought. So whatever you have been doing through your thought waves and through your mind, you stop. In America, I gave realization to one girl. She had a son. So she told me one thing, Mother, I knew all about my things I had complete list with me. I knew this way and I knew this way, all that I had. Clearly. Now, I don't care. I don't know what I have in my shop. And what's the reason? I'm making big profits. I said, that's the best thing, that you are making big profits after all. What's the use of carrying all the load on your head and making no profit? So one should be prepared to surrender completely. Absolutely.